Why we decided to do this project this way is because we're combining 6 people. We had 2 different themes going. One group was really talking a lot about planned messages. We were talking about stasis, arrangement, and delivery, and the effectiveness of planned rhetoric, and the ineffectiveness of rhetoric that was sort of off the cuff. And on the other hand, our other group was working on a lot of social media outlets. So we wanted to combine those 2 things in a way that made sense to us. And we decided to create a personality, Manfred. And he's a professional guy, but he also is, opening up his Facebook account. And you can't be, it's like you're one person at work, but you're another person outside of work, and the same thing is happening online now. So he's a professional character, and he's an individual that is just a normal person. So we're kind of showcasing those the contrast there. The LinkedIn profile is pretty static, but it just shows how he planned this message. It displays his resume with all of his all of his assets, basically. He's just listing his assets and what he's good at and what he's done in the past and how he can contribute to a company. On the other hand, his Facebook profile is telling about who he is. And who he is, not just, the kind of music that he likes and the sports that he likes, but also what's happening in his life right now. Like, really, this is what's going on in Manfred's life. And that's where reality and, the social networking kind of meets up. And so we talked a lot about in this project wanting to create some messages and show how how power has a lot to do with how powerful are you when other people can log into your account and see what's going on in your life, and at what point do you need to separate the 2 things, I guess. And so that's why Manfred's storyline, as you heard from Stephanie and Bryant, it's why his storyline kind of unravels at the end and everything kind of messes up for him because he didn't find that balance. So I'm going to let Eric talk to you a little bit about that story and kind of tell you how that unfolded.
All right, so the premise of the story is that Manfred gets drunk at some party at last Friday night and accidentally reveals a very important business secret from one of the associates of the firm, and that leads to the legal firm losing a very important partner, and the boss is understandably very angry and wants to basically set an example for everybody else who gives the company a bad name. So the boss decides to enact a policy where he gets to look at everybody's Facebook periodically to try to figure out who messed up. And this starts off with Tarkin initially just seeing his LinkedIn profile where Manfred graduated from Harvard and University of Texas, and just really comes off as a really very like a model employee, basically. But as he goes through the Facebook profiles and through the help of an anonymous, ambitious employee, he finds out that it's most likely Manfred who ends up disclosing the secrets. And, well, this kind of plays into the whole creating different realities where, like I said before, the LinkedIn profile showed him Manfred as one thing, but his Facebook shows him as another thing. And then when we get to the traitorous employee, we also see rhetoric being used to sort of cover his tracks, sort of like hide his motives, where like on Facebook you'll see that this employee bakes cookies for everybody in the office and is really nice and like lets people know of the new policy before anybody else actually checks their email. So he comes off as a very good and trustworthy friend, but in actuality he's very ambitious and doesn't really like Manfred that much, and he basically just kind of pulling off a Machiavellian kind of move and just getting him out of the picture so he can take his place as the boss's right-hand man or something.
All right, so that's basically the story that's going on, and we posted a short clip in there, The Worlds Collide. I'm pretty sure you can kind of figure that one out for yourself. It's just like there's also, I think I played Manfred's girlfriend, and we've broken up and gotten back together a couple times on this page. And what his friends say about me has had some effect on our relationship, and what he's saying to his buddies. I mean, a lot of this has to do with what do you need to be sharing online, and how much is too much, and what can you do to prevent bad things from occurring in your life on here, and like how can you use privacy settings. I mean, we just wanted to make people think about what the implications are of what they're writing on their Facebook every day, and how they're interacting with their friends every day, and where this can lead to in the future, because we might just be college students now, but things could happen later on that make you really think about how do you want the world to see you, because right now when you're on Facebook, it's really the entire world. It's not just your group of friends anymore. It's so much more than that. So I hope you enjoyed the storyline, and thank you so much.